बच्चों के रिपोर्ट कार्ड्स में अक्सर ये कमेंट्स लिखे जाते हैं, जुनेद कैन डू बेटर, आयरा हैज मोर पोटेंशियल। यार पर कभी सोचा है कि एग्जाम्स में बेहतर करने की जिम्मेदारी सिर्फ बच्चों की ही क्यों? इसलिए वेदांतु इंप्रूवमेंट प्रॉमिस।
अब वेदांतु मार्क्स बढ़ाने की जिम्मेदारी लेगा और गारंटी देगा, वरना आपकी पूरी फीस वापस।
वाह, ये होती है गारंटी।
Excellent.
Hi guys, welcome to the session. This is Sweta Roy, your English master teacher at Vedantu. Hope all of you are doing amazing. Today we are going to start with the second section of television by Roald Dahl. We have already completed the first half of the poem in the previous session. I hope you people have visited the previous session. If you haven't, guys, please don't forget to visit the previous session and then come to the final poem. The final half of the poem. All right, so let's get started. So before starting, guys, are you people excited? Yes. Are you people excited to see what happens next in this poem and what is the solution that the poet comes up with when he remember he had talked about the problem that television poses, right? So definitely he will also come up with an effective solution. Instead of installing television set to entertain our children, there should be something else. Let's see what the poet talks about in this particular half of the poem, right, guys? The second half of the poem. So, are we people excited? Let me see your excitement, guys, in the chat box. Do give me a quick thumbs up in the chat box, and we are going to start off first with an amazing activity, an amazing riddle, and then we would be moving ahead with a brief recap of whatever we had done in the previous session. And then finally, we will start off with the last half of the poem where the poet gives us a solution. Are we ready? Okay, let's get started with word of the day given by Radhika. Thank you so much, Radhika. Great job done, Radhika. The word of the day is incongruous. It is an adjective. It means not in harmony or keeping with the surroundings or other aspects of something, which is, of course, not in harmony. That's incongruous. For example, she has also used it in a sentence. The duffel coat looked incongruous with the black dress she wore underneath, right? So, which means it did not match, right? So that's the meaning of incongruous. What is your word of the day, guys? Don't forget to post your own word in the comment section, and also don't forget to use this particular word in your particular way. So please don't forget to use this word in a sentence, that too in the comment section. I'm sure all of you would go ahead and do that. I would love to take up your words, and I would love to read all the comments that you have posted, and I would love to see what unique sentences you come up with this particular word. All right, guys. Okay, so now let's move ahead with the riddle. So can you tell me, guys, I have hands but I cannot clap. Who am I? What do you think? What do you think, guys? I have hands but I cannot clap. Who am I? Please do post it in the chat box right now. Let me see who all can solve this riddle. So can we check the answer? Have you all posted it? If you have posted it, guys, please do hit the thumbs up, okay, in the chat box so that I know that you have posted it. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Let's quickly have a look at the answer. It is a clock. Okay, so yes, a clock has hands, but it does not clap, of course. All right, guys. So that was an amazing job done by you people. I hope you people have already given the answers, and most of you, I think, have got the correct answer. How many of you did get it correct? Give me a quick high five in the chat box. Okay. So with that amazing riddle, can we move ahead with the rapid fire round? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So here you go with the very first question from the rapid fire round. And that is, What technique does Dahl use to convey the main message of the poem? The use of metonymy, the use of capital letters, the use of simile, or the use of metaphor. What do you think, guys? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's check. Absolutely correct answer. The use of capital letters, which I have already explained in the previous session, that he uses, capital letters to emphasize on the main message of the poem. All right, guys. Next question. How are televisions helpful to parents? Helps parents to get knowledge about their kids. Helps parents to keep their kids or the children still. Helps parents to learn about proper parenting, or none of the above. Very simple. Again, we have done this portion in the previous session. Can we see? All of you have given the answers in the chat box. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Absolutely correct answer, guys. TV helps parents to keep their children still, and so that the children do not bother the parents while they are maybe cooking or doing any of the household chores. Okay, so that was the rapid fire round, and you people have done an amazing job. So now we will move ahead with our the portion that we're going to delve into today. Okay? So before that, guys, please do hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so that you do not miss out on any important notification. So now we would be moving ahead with lines 36 to 41. So read the poem along with me, guys. It's an amusing read. It's a very enjoyable read. Okay. So we'll answer this by asking you, what use the darling wants to do? How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? Have you forgotten? Don't you know? So remember, in the previous session, we stopped at a point where the parents, the poet was expressing the parents' opinion about how would they keep the children still if they do not have anything to entertain, right? So a television set was meant for the entertainment purpose of the children, so that they are engrossed over there and they do not bother the parents, right? So the parents asked the poet, if you are telling us not to install TV, not to install television set, then how do I keep my children from bothering me, right? So that's the answer that the poet is giving in these lines. So first of all, we will see the vocabulary. Contented is satisfaction, satisfied. Invented, you all know, right, guys? So the poet answers the above question by only throwing a question. So he is, again posing a question. See, we'll answer this by asking you. So the poet is again asking the question, right? What people used to do to keep themselves entertained when television was not invented. So television is definitely a monster, right? And he wants people to remind what they used to do in the absence. So when there was no television, okay, what did people do? How did they keep themselves engaged, right? So that is the question that the poet is asking over here. We'll say it very loud and slow. They used to read. They would read and read and read and read, and then proceed to read some more. And look at the use of capital letters again, right? Great Scott. Okay, gadzooks. One half their lives was reading books. Isn't that amazing, guys? Look at the poems. Look at the lines of the poem, right? It's so very interesting to read, right? So, great Scott, gadzooks. This is an expression to showcase surprise or amazement. All right, guys? Okay, so the poet himself reminds us that children in earlier times used to read a lot, and they used to spend half of their lifetime by reading books. I hope you people are enjoying this session, guys. Now, if you want to study further in great detail and gain 100% marks and 100% knowledge, and guys, if you are enjoying the YouTube sessions, guys, then of course, we have 10x more Okay, 10x more in the Wave platform. Okay, whatever we are, you know, I mean, in the form of unlimited live classes, in the form of doubt solving, in the form of personalization, which we are not able to, provide you in the YouTube session. We have there, we have it there, all of that, right, guys? So, if you want to know more and score 100% knowledge, guys, what do you need to do is visit the link in the description box. Plus, we in our Wave platform are guaranteeing your improvement. So that is our Vedantu improvement promise. So I don't think, guys, that you should miss this. So we will be talking about it more. So please stay tuned. All right, guys. So now let's move ahead with the next lines. Okay, lines 46 to 50. The nursery shelves held books galore. Books cluttered up the nursery floor, and in the bedroom by the bed, more books were waiting to be read. Okay, so what is the poet saying? First of all, galore is in abundance. In earlier days, the nursery shelves were used to be filled with books, and they used to remain scattered even on the floor, in the bedroom. Okay, they were cluttered everywhere. You know? Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens, and whales, and treasure isles and distant shores where smugglers rowed with muffled oars, and pirates wearing purple pants, and sailing ships and elephants, and cannibals crouching round the pot, stirring away at something hot. It smells so good. Why, what can it be? Good gracious, it's Penelope. Okay, so what's the poet saying over here? First of all, let us look at the vocabulary. Wondrous is, of course, marvelous, something marvelous, which, gives you a feeling of wonder. Gypsy is a nomad, okay, who is a free spirited person who, wanders here and there, a wanderer, right? Muffle is to cover or to wrap, and cannibal is a flesh eating person. I mean, a person who eats the flesh of a human being. That's a cannibal, all right? So let's move ahead, understanding the poetic devices here, because here we have lots and lots of poetic devices. First of all, of course, polysyndeton, repetition of the consonant, conjunction. And, okay, so polysyndeton. Poly is many, so many conjunctions, right? And then we have alliteration, pirates, purple pants. So P sound has been repeated. And remember, yes, in the previous session, I talked about sibilance, where you have the repetition of the consonant sound S creating a hissing sound, right? So that is sibilance. And allusion, Penelope. Okay, Penelope is, okay, let me give you one homework. Okay, basically, what is an allusion? Allusion is the mention of uh, something which is very, very famous in history or culture, right? And the author makes a passing reference of these things in the poem or maybe in the story without talking about it in detail, knowing or thinking that we all already know, right? So Penelope is an example of allusion. All right, guys. So here the poet is talking about popular books of adventures that the children used to read those days. In those days, boys and girls used to read fantastic stories. That means stories of fantasy. Okay, it could be related to dragons, gypsies, cannibals, pirates, right? So all of these. And please do note, please do make sure to tell me in the comment section about Penelope. Okay, who was Penelope? She's a she's a very famous figure, right? So I hope you people know it's associated with myth. So please do tell me in the comment section, do some research and tell me in the comment section more about Penelope. All right, guys. Okay, so I was talking about the Vedantu platform or the Wave platform that we have, right? So in that, guys, we have unlimited live classes with unlimited fun and high level quiz question in each and every session. Okay, so be it a live class or even if you're watching a replay, you would be able to take part in quiz questions even there. Isn't that amazing, guys? Plus, you could compete with so many students. You get a lot of exposure So as I told you that replays also do have live quizzes and leaderboards. Leaderboards are going to tell you your overall class rank and earn points. And that's how you measure your performance. And only if you measure your performance, guys, you would be able to see how much you've improved, right? And your improvement guarantee is by us. Plus, we can download the content. There's a section of getting notes. So just click on that and you can download all the content. Plus, you have doubt solving features, quality tests, assignments. All right, guys. So these tests and assignments are, of course, tools to measure your performance and how much have you improved. Plus, we have unlimited micro courses and crash courses. I have also got a lot of micro courses, so you can just get enrolled into my micro courses as well. All right, guys, and these are chapter-wise courses. So if you want to study any particular chapter which you have most probably which you have been in which you have been facing problems, which is being done in your school, or let's say you just want to make sure that you learn that particular chapter with your favorite teacher. So you can do that with the help of these micro courses, right? And these are absolutely free. You do not have to pay anything extra. So all of this is in a very, very, very less and affordable price, only and only for you people. We will be talking about that as well. I will be showing you all the plans. There is a doubt solving feature as well. All your doubts will be solved then and there in the class. Plus, we have an extra doubt app. I will be talking about all of that, guys. So please stay tuned. And if you use this coupon code, you get a flat 10% discount on whatever the price is, right? So guys, hurry up. What are you waiting for? This is something which is a must for you guys. Okay? So if you are enjoying the session, don't forget to hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, and subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss out any important notification. Now moving ahead with lines 60 to 70, let us read it together. The younger ones had Beatrix Potter with Mr. Todd, the dirty rotter, and Squirrel Nutkin, Pigling Bland, and Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, and just how the camel got its hump, and how the monkey lost his rump, and Mr. Toad, and bless my soul, there's Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole. Oh, books, what books they used to know. These children living long ago, right? So these are some of the amazing, amazing, amazing books, children books that the poet is talking about. Okay, so definitely we have alliteration here, H repeated, allusion, Squirrel Nutkin, Pigling Plan, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. These are very popular characters of the children's stories. All right, so that is why it is an allusion. Okay, so they used to read stories written by Helen Beatrix Potter. Of course, she's a very famous author she's a very famous children's author, right? And these books had colorful illustrations, so they used to attract children, right? So he is here paying a tribute to the children's author for their fantastic stories on animals. And please do remember, writing a children's story is not at all easy. It is very, very, very difficult. Okay. So, because children have very less attention span and you have to make the book very attractive. Okay, so dealing with the children is really, really very difficult task. Okay, so he mentioned some of the stories like how the camel got his rump, like characters like Mr. Toad and Tiggy Winkle, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. Okay, from these stories, from these children's stories. And definitely this shows the poet's love for these books and how he enjoyed them during his childhood days when there was no television set. Okay, this idiot box who has, ruined the childhood of the children of our generation. Don't you think so, guys? How many of you also agree with this? Yes. Okay. So next, so please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your television set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall, right? So that is the poet saying, that is the poet's advice for the children, for the parents of the children, right? He is basically begging, right? So he's requesting, he's pleading to the parents to throw away their television set. And what is the solution instead of that? Bookshelf. Right, guys? Okay, so we have assonance here, the repetition of the vowel sound I. Okay. Now we have a question for you people. Okay. Roald Dahl begs the reader to dash, install a new television set, throw away all the books, buy a new radio, or none of the above. What do you think? Very, very simple. 3, 2, 1. Let's check. Yes. So, okay, 1 second. Yes, it is none of the above. Neither he talks about installing a television set, no. Throwing away all the books, no. Instead, he actually talks about installing a bookshelf, right? But that option is not there. So, none of the above is the correct answer. Very good, very good. Okay, so I was talking about the three kinds of plans which we have, right? So we have light, classic, and plus. Okay, and for all of these three plans, what are the common features? First, let me tell you that. We have live interactive classes, we have test series analysis, assignments and notes, and doubt solving during the class. These are common for all of these plans. Okay? Now, what is exclusive for classic? For classic, we have doubt solving on mobile app. Alright, that is an exclusive feature for classic. For plus, we have a personal mentor. Right? So you can try these plans even for a month. Okay? Or you can, give it a trial just for a month and then you get yourself enrolled for the full term plan. Okay? And all the micro courses are absolutely free. Okay? Okay, so now we would be moving ahead with the next few lines. Then fill the shelves with lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks, the screams and yells, the bites and kicks, and children hitting you with sticks. So the poet is here talking about, first of all, ignore, you know what is ignore. Always you tell me, ma'am, are you ignoring me? The poet over here says that no matter how much dirty looks you receive from your children, or screams or yells, or even it's possible you can expect that they would be hitting you with their sticks, right? But always think that whatever you are doing for the benefit of your children, so ignore all of those things. All right, guys. So question for you people: what will be the initial reaction of the children if parents throw the television set away and install a bookshelf? They'll be happy, they'll hit their parents with stick, they'll scream and yell, all of the above, or both B and C. Think about it and then answer the question. 3, 2, 1, let's check. Yes, it is both B and C. They will hit their parents with stick and they will scream and yell. Okay, let's move ahead and see what happens next. Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they'll now begin to feel the need of having something to read. So he's saying that don't worry, even if your children are throwing dirty looks at you, or they are hitting you with sticks, yelling, screaming, don't worry. This will continue only just for a week or two, and after that, when they will have nothing to do, they will again sit and read. Okay, so they will finally feel the urge to, of course, utilize their time in something because there is nothing to do. Now there is no TV set, so finally they would be sitting in front of the bookshelves and taking one book out and reading it. Question, guys, what would be the final reaction about the bookshelf? The children with nothing else to do will begin to play outside with friends. The children with nothing else to do will begin to feel the need to have something to read. The children with nothing else to do will begin to go to schools. The children with nothing else to do will begin to help their parents in their household chores. Very simple. 3, 2, 1. Let's check. Yes, so the children with nothing else to do will begin to feel the need to have something to read. Good job, people. Moving ahead. Okay, so guys, Don't forget, please take a note of this. This is, the batch starting dates. Okay, so kindly take a note of the batch starting date for CBSE, ICSE, and Maharashtra board. So whichever board is applicable for you, ICSE people, take a note of that as well. Right, guys? And don't forget to use the coupon code because that's going to give you a flat 10% discount. Moving ahead, and once they start, oh boy, you watch the slowly growing joy that fills their hearts. They'll grow so keen, they'll wonder what they'd ever seen in that ridiculous machine, that nauseating, foul, unclean, repulsive television screen. So these are the adjectives that the poet uses for the television screen. Okay, nauseating is very disgusting, which is almost causing a nausea, feeling of nausea or disgust, right? And ridiculous is of course mockery or which is something very absurd, you know. And then we have repulsive, that is again disgusting. It's the opposite of attraction, right? So once they start reading, what will happen? They will find interest in it. This is for all of you. Once you start reading, you see, you will gradually feel the growing interest, okay? Because you will get knowledge, wisdom, satisfaction of mind and heart. The doors of your imagination will definitely open. And then it will make you wonder, why did you waste your useful time in that disgusting television set? Sitting in front of that disgusting television set. And later, each and every kid will love you more for what you did. So once they realize, guys, finally, they will love the parents for it is because of them that they have realized how they were wasting their time in that useless idiot box, right? And of course, he is advocating reading and only reading. He thinks that TV sets can never be a substitute for books. Okay, books are the only things that can deliver real wisdom and open the doors of imagination. So I hope you people enjoyed the video, guys. Yes. If you did, then please do hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, and subscribe. Okay. Now this is your homework question. You have to analyze the poem based on the quote above. What's the quote? The quote is, television is the monster in your home and it's called a program for a reason. Your television is nothing more than an electronic mind-altering device. It has been designed to psychologically change the way you view reality. Okay, wonderful quote, right? And very, very, very applicable to this particular poem. So you have to analyze the entire poem based on this particular quote. Let me see how many of you can analyze it wonderfully and creatively. And please don't forget to post it in the comment section. We will take up your amazing answers in the next session. Till then, thank you. Bye-bye. See you again in the next session. Bye-bye, everyone.